Good day guys, Ostery, and in this one today, well, today is a somber day. When I woke up today, I was about to release a very much different video from the one you are seeing now. A video based on the solid history of gaming and modern emulation, being able to play many of the games we remember from our childhood on today's technology. Whether it be for convenience or just to enhance the playability and graphics of many of these classic titles, allowing us to not just play our classic games but enhance them to a standard not even imaginable by the original developers in most cases. But as I said, today I woke up to the news that EmuParadise as we know it is now dead. The site is very much still alive and active, but the way it goes about its business is very much changing. From now on, you will no longer be able to download all your classic retro games from this platform. It's not the end of the world. We have seen time and time again many sites doing the exact same thing, but as we have also seen in the past few months, this kind of activity is being closed down fast. Developers and publishers such as Nintendo are putting down the ban hammer, adding pressure to either the site owners or the host to close them down. I completely understand this. Nintendo are well within their rights to protect their property. With their move into emulation based devices such as mini classic editions, they understand there is very much a market for this kind of media. Many of us may not like this, but to a certain extent I very much understand it. With all this though, the pressure has got to EmuParadise and they have now closed shop as we know them today. I will leave a link to their public statement in the description down below. They have made reference to what is happening and how they are going to go about things in the future. But for many people, this means that this site they once loved as a source for hard to find, expensive or original games is now gone with it. Again, there is many and there has been many of these sites over the years revolving on certain extremities within this niche. But many of these sites have been dubious to say the least, and often using them will leave your PC at risk of viruses or unwanted software bundled in with their downloads. From a personal aspect in all this, I would say from using the site many years ago, this is one of the more trusted sites for access to some of these titles people hunger today. The way people play games are changing. We have seen this probably from the start of Steam opening shop, moving into digital only media, meaning the way we consume our games has changed with it. With many of the games released back in the day coming on forgotten formats such as cartridges or even disc-based systems today, people don't have the means to play such games anymore using modern technology. Then we have the fact that even like me, if you own the hardware, unless you hung on to your original CRTV or a retro TV, you can't play them to the same kind of standard you had back then, as it adds even more hoops for you to jump through just to play these old games. Nintendo and other publishers have finally cottoned on to this. But from a business side of it all, they are still trying to milk as much money as possible from their older games and franchises, often gatekeeping them to a per console purchase, even deleting access to purchase them once a console becomes unsupported officially. Meaning, to keep playing games such as these retro ones, you still need to purchase the same games over and over to maintain access to these popular titles. And that's the other issue. In many cases, it is only the popular titles that have this kind of access. Being a collector myself, I cannot officially buy digital versions of many of these games. With access to dumping many system types such as cart-based systems, is almost impossible for the average user to dump and play the games using emulation. Sites such as EmuParadise gave people this freedom. Maybe too much freedom in some cases, and it could often be abused. But if publishers was willing to give digital format of their games to be able to use on very much legal emulators, I think people would jump to the chance to purchase said titles legitimately, adding increased revenue to many of the publishers and developers. We have seen this to some extent from developers such as Sega, releasing many of their IPs packaged in digital format easily accessible within their best of bundles. This kind of thing is not new. With the change of ways people consume media as movies, TV and music, being able to stream or download digital versions for people to consume on whatever media device they choose for better accessibility and in some cases better quality, it is a sad day indeed to see something like this site, which I believe many people have used in the past, not just to download titles, stealing publishers' games, etc, but to gain access to the games they love from decades ago in a media they can easily consume on today's devices. I hope soon the consumers will start to vote with their wallets, not buy Mario for the 15th time on yet another platform. Instead, force some of these publishers to give consumer friendly options for us to buy and enjoy games we love forever. Rest in peace, EmuParadise as we know it. It seems today a well-known and trustworthy site that has been put out to pasture, driving the way we consume retro-based games into the dark side of the internet once again. This, of course, is all just my point of view. What is your thoughts on all this? This is just my opinion. It would be great to see what side of the fence you guys sit on. Please make this a discussion, not an argument, not a flame war. If we want to bring gaming into 2018 and the standards of modern media, we need to have a solid base for us to move on from here. I would love to hear your feedback, your thoughts and feelings about all this. For me, none of this is about piracy. It's just being able to access games from many years ago, and in some cases we just haven't got any other options that are consumer friendly for people. So, long live retro gaming, long live whatever happens in the future. I do hope that someday there will be some kind of platform we can just download these games. I do not mind at all paying for them yet again, but as long as it was mine to keep and play on whatever device I want forever. That's modern technology nowadays, and that for me is the way I want to go about gaming in the future to come. For me, for my kids, for everyone. So let me hear your thoughts, and again, please keep all this amicable discussion, comment, do whatever you want. It'd be great to hear your feedback. But as always, please like, please subscribe, please do whatever you want in this wonderful world of gaming where another door closes, but in some cases maybe another door opens. But most of all, you have a good day. Laters.